Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. We have Cierra here with us, and she's a community engagement strategist. And she's obviously I known Cierra actually not personally, but I've seen Cierra for many years on Facebook, and I saw that she was building a lot of these communities, helping other clients build their own communities and stuff. I saw a lot of great testimonials from her. So Sierra, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, sure. Hi, it's great to meet everybody. I'm so excited to be here with Tony today and really looking forward to what challenges might pop up on in our conversation. I think it's going to be fun. As far as community engagement strategy goes, I've actually helped more than 75 private clients with their Facebook communities. But we've built and done community stuff on all different kinds of platforms like Reddit forums and LinkedIn groups and school and Slack and Discord, like all the different channels that you could possibly think to build a community on. And I started with in person local communities when I first got started working with that. So we've done literally everything. And then I've actually had more than 350 private clients for online high ticket offer with organic social media strategy. So, like, I've got a little bit of everything in my arsenal when it comes to the organic side of social media and getting those sales made for business owners.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah, thanks a lot for sharing that because obviously I knew that you're helping people about in sort of in terms of Facebook communities, but it's great to know that you're actually helping them with these other platforms as well, and that's wonderful to know. So, yeah, can you tell us a little bit more, like why is, for example, uh, I mean, this is what a lot of people actually think these days that I'm talking to. They're thinking like, oh, you know what? What's the point of having like community on Facebook, or what's the point of having this? So can you tell us like what's beneficial, seeing from your perspective and from the perspective of your clients? Why is beneficial to have communities?
So, my perspective on community, if you're a business that is under 10K months, I say don't have a community because you're just adding complexity to the process. You can start to build one, but I wouldn't focus my energy and attention there just because it's like if you're creating a funnel and you're building in all of these extra steps that it takes for somebody to get to a sale, you don't want to create extra work and make it harder to get cash flow on the front end. So, if you're somebody who's already ready to be scaling to 100K or $1 million months or something like that with your business, I would say that that's the point that you need a community. And why you need a community and why it's important is that the community, if done correctly, and it's really simple to do, there you don't have to have really complicated strategy. If you do the community correctly, the community actually does a lot of the marketing work and nurturing for you to where you don't have to do it on your own. It doesn't have to be so dependent on your team members, on yourself, on like how much you put out there to the world. Because if you're dependent on ads or you're dependent on email or you're dependent on your website, it's all of your effort, whereas a community like spreads out the effort and takes some of that load off of your shoulders. So the community will actually create the content for you, they'll nurture people for you, they'll shout your name from the rooftops, they'll bring in others that are just like them to like as referrals. And so it's like it reduces your spend and your energy across the board with your business. So communities are fantastic if you're on the right platform. People are naturally on Facebook, and so that's why it's my favorite platform still to this day. Even though Facebook like gives us crap sometimes, like they put us through the ringer. I still love Facebook because people just naturally gravitate to the Facebook platform, and there's no other platform that people are just naturally opening up without thinking about it. Like nobody's doing that on school or Slack or Discord in the same way that they do with Facebook. People will be standing in line at the grocery store and open up Facebook while they're waiting. It's
Yeah.
silly. It's super silly.
Absolutely, yeah. So obviously, communities are great, and it's fantastic to have them. Once you sort of reach 10,000, business per month. But then also, what I've personally found hard, building a number of communities as well on Facebook was usually the beginning stage, building up to like 500, 1,000, getting to that moment where like Facebook is starting to recommend you and stuff like that. Do you have any shortcuts there, like what people can do there or how that can be speeded up?
So when you're talking about communities that are 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, and I'm admin over a lot of groups like that and have like clients that I'm partnered with on groups like that. I'm actually admin over one of the largest groups on Facebook. It has like 1.2 million members.
Wow.
But that being said, like those super groups, completely different strategy than the non-super groups. So if you're a business owner and you're just starting something out and you have an amazing offer, I would actually go for quality over quantity. So most people want to build up to that super group, and that's just vanity metrics. Just because you have a super group, like you think of all the influencers out there who the only way that they're getting paid is from the views on their content. They're not actually selling an offer and getting paid an offer. And the amount of money that they get paid for the views on their content is so minimal. It's such a small amount. It's like if you actually want to make money as a business owner, I would go for a high quality group over one of the super groups. Just because, for example, I had a client who served contractors, contracting businesses. So he actually built out websites for them and then ran their ad strategy and stuff like that and helped them get new clients. So he built a community specifically for contractors who owned their own contracting businesses, for those people who had teams. And in that, he had a group of about 500 members, and he was running ads, and that's how he was primarily getting his clients before, and had already hit 100K months. But we started building this group, and there was a month where all of his ads got shut down. So it was actually the month of February, which is the shortest month.
Yeah.
All of his ads got shut down, and so he didn't have any clients coming from that. So he took a sales team who he still had to pay and like still had to give them work, like had to find something for them. Told them, hey, just go into the group and talk to people in the group. And that month, I think they got 2 sales from ads. And then all of the rest of it came from their group of less than 500 members, but it was all their perfect quality target market. They made 178,000 in cash collected that month from a group of less than 500 people.
Wow.
So it's like quality versus quantity. If you're going to go for the high quantity groups, we're looking at probably lower ticket offers. We can sell high ticket, but the likelihood of the majority of people being open to that, you're going to have to use a really strategic funnel system. You're going to get them in because there's a lot of people who are going to be unqualified who Facebook is going to show your content to them first, and they're not qualified. So we got to get them in on something really small and then work on the upsells there, because the upsells is where your money pot's going to be. But as far as growing the community initially, my favorite way to grow a community is through what I call, it's like referrals, but essentially you're a guest to other communities. And so if you become a guest speaker inside of other communities that already have thousands of people, you're viewed as a leader. And so when you grow from that perspective, people come into your community already seeing you as a leader. And then as you have people posting inside the group, so it's really critical to get new members to post something inside the group, because the more members post, the more members engage on posts inside of the group, the more that Facebook starts to send you other people just like them.
Yeah.
And that's the kicker, right? Is whoever is joining your group at the beginning, Facebook is going to, or whoever's most active in your group, Facebook is going to suggest more people to join your group who look just like that person on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like looks as in how they appear, but like what they typically engage with, what they spend time on Facebook. It's going to send more people like that. So if you're only attracting people from like the Middle East, it's going to send you more people from the Middle East. If you're only attracting people from Africa, it's going to send you more people from Africa. If you're only attracting people from the United States and Canada, it's going to send you people from the United States and Canada, because those are the people who are actually engaging in your community. So it's really important when you're building up in the beginning to get your target market in there, get those qualified people in there.
Yeah, totally. I agree 100%. And then on top of that, like, obviously, what are some of the best results your clients are getting when they're working with you?
Um, well, so I have this 2 week launch system that we always start with, and my clients on the 2 week launch system, whenever we implement that, because we'll do an evaluation of their offer, we'll look at the best way to pitch it, and then we'll build a little mini launch. So 2 weeks is not a very long time to launch, but we'll build out this mini launch that just builds hype around this event. We get people funneled to the event, and then we have some content we post after. It just gets really high opt-in rates and it gets really high sales. So typically what we're looking at on the collected side after that is between 9,000 on the low end to 138,000 on the high end from a 2-week launch.
Wow, yeah, that's very interesting, totally. And if someone wants to actually find out more about you, learn more about you, connect to you, how they can do that?
So I'm available on Facebook. Facebook is my number one place to be. You can contact me literally anywhere. Just look my name up. I'm the only Cierra Luick in the whole world. Cierra. Last name is Lueck. But that being said, you can find me on Facebook. Send me a message. Do not just friend me. Like friend me, send me a message, comment on one of my posts, and then I will see you because Facebook like hides notifications.
Yeah.
And so if you just send me a friend request, I have 100 friend requests a week. And so I just don't see them. And a lot of that is just spam. Like half of that is spam. Some of that is real people. And I don't know which ones are real or spam. And I literally don't have the mental bandwidth to look at that. So make sure you send a friend request, send me a message, and then comment on one of my posts. And then we can chat.
Fantastic. Yeah, Sierra, thank you so much for being a guest today. Thank you all for watching and listening to this episode. And yeah, Sierra, one final question, like if there is any thought, any question that maybe I didn't ask you that you would like to share with our audience about communities, can you maybe you can tell us now?
Okay. So in the beginning, my favorite thing to do is to hack. Like it's kind of like funnel hacking or whatever, but go look at other communities that you want to be like and see how engaged they are and see what kind of content gets the most engagement. That's the simplest thing that you can do is just build something that is very similar to what your audience is already doing anyway. Because there's no reason to reinvent the wheel. There's just so much out there that's already working, and we can just easily come in and take a piece of the pie,
Wow.
if that makes sense.
Totally makes sense. Yeah, Sarah, again, yeah, thanks a lot for being a guest. Thank you all for watching, listening. If you liked it, drop us a like, subscribe, and also if you have any questions for Sarah and me, you can drop them down in the comments and we'll be more than happy to answer them. So, see you all in the next episode. All the best and bye bye.